Our success over the last 3 years has really been a source of pride for our program, and I think competitively it just means that we see every team's best effort, which makes it a little bit tougher for us to never be able to kind of let down and know that we're gonna see everyone's best and have to consistently play our best to win every match, not just the big matches. So I think it's, we've earned it. We've earned that privilege, but it's also a little bit of a burden now in terms of, really having to match that season after season. Our middle blocking position is our strength, actually has been our strength through the history of our program. We have 2 Hall of Fame players that were middle blockers. We have our first All-American, Jennifer Ungo, a couple years ago, who's a middle blocker. And then Amanda, her sister, became our second All-American last year as a middle blocker. Then we also have Kaya Levy, who is really a very strong attacker and blocker also. So we have 2 very experienced senior middle blockers this year, and that really should be the strength of our team. And our team probably will ride that strength as much as we possibly can. But we do have 2 incoming freshman middles who I think will give us great depth in the position, and will really have a challenge practicing against our seniors and their experience, but also will challenge our seniors in practice, and we'll have a really competitive experience there. So we're excited about that aspect of our game that we think will continue from last year and continue to be consistent for us. The pin position is the aspect of our program that we're really working hard to try to find some consistency. We did lose 2 senior starters who took a lot of swings for us and really were very consistent and competitive for a number of years. And so we do have some returning players in Emily Goodpaster and Callie Wall, who have taken great swings and scored a lot of points, and we'll rely on them. But we have 2 other spots that we're looking for our returning players or new players to fill those. That Avery Basinger got a great experience last year in her first year setting with our senior setter, Carly Scott. And so this year, she comes back really more confident than she was last fall. Elena Esquivel, who was injured coming in and so wasn't really able to hit the ground running as a first-year player, really got some great experience in the spring, and we're really excited about what she can bring to the court and her leadership and her competitive spirit. So we really do have 2 setters that are going to work really, really well together and grow together over the course of their 4-year experience. And then we have a new setter, Caitlin Harris, who's come in and is showing some really great things already. So we really do have some great depth in that position this year. Sophia Datto had a great first year, and she's come back even stronger in her second campaign. She's very, very talented defensively, very quick, and has really become a leader on the floor for us. And then Sude Edom, who's a junior now, who got some great experience last year on the court, is probably going to move into a little bit different position for us this year. She's a very strong server, and she's very quick defensively as well. So the 2 of them back there together, I think, are going to create some havoc for some other teams. And then we have an incoming player, Thea Barron, who's really got some great ball control skills, and I think she'll be able to impact us as well. We built our schedule to compete against the best teams in the country. A lot are in the UAA, so that's kind of built in every year, but we added a trip to California this year, which we did back in 2010, so it's been 15 years, and we're going to be challenged out there with Claremont and Laverne being 2 of the top 10 teams in the country perhaps this year, and then 2 other very strong California teams. So we're really setting ourselves up to be well prepared going into the UAA season and facing that level team pretty much in every match we play. And then we've also challenged ourselves within the region. We're going to some really strong tournaments, playing some really strong regional opponents. And so it will prepare us and it will battle test us to see really what the level we are right now against the top teams in the country, what level we're at mid-season when we start our UAA schedule, and then where we are by championship weekend. I think it will be 3 different places, with a less experienced team than we started the year with last year. We're going to have to gain and grow in those experiences and opportunities that we have to play top teams. And we'll see if we can grit out some matches and beat some tough competition early on to gain some confidence, and see how we do week in, week out, where we're going to see similar levels. Our success will be determined by our really experienced senior level players and junior level players that are able to create an environment on our court that welcomes and provides the support for our younger players to gain experience quickly against good teams. And I think our style of play will be a little bit different than past years. I think we're going to, have a lot of runs where we're going to feel really good about our play, and then there's going to be times where things may not go as well as we want them to go, and that's part of a young team and learning and growing together. But I think this team will stay together, point after point, set after set. I think they'll pick themselves back up and be resilient, and I think they'll find themselves on the positive outcome of a lot of really tough matches. And so that will be exciting to see over the course of the season, how we grow and develop and where we are championship weekend.